uh, after publication. So you can roughly consider it's from 6 months to 2 years. Within 2 years, the application will be disposed, whether it is granted or rejected. If you fast track, it is 6 months. I don't know, I might have missed few questions.
So the duration of getting the patent,
Yeah,
an
it's
online patent.
fast
Okay,
tracking,
that's
sir.
good.
It is
Okay,
like 6 months.
fine.
If it is an academic institution, you can fast track it for 6 months. If not, you can just wait for another 1 year. I was just looking for any other certificate. I think sir will answer.
Yes, sir.
Should I need to perform the search? If anybody interested, I can show the search, how to
Fine,
search the design.
fine.
Yes, I have a yes from Chaitra. It's a very simple. I just share, so it takes another 2 minutes. So if you can see this gateway, it is very common general gateway, patent office gateway. You can go for public search. Here you can opt for whichever the search you are looking for. Are you looking for patent? Are you looking for designs or trademark? Today, just because I'm talking about design, I am particularly uh, big clicking design. When I click, if I don't know the class, I'll just name the article, and I'm quite a foodie person, so I just write it as a biscuit. I want to see which biscuits are design protected. So
One one question is from Dr. Kuti Kumar.
okay,
Madam, how to apply for copyright for publication of articles, ma'am?
okay, okay, publication of articles. So see, these are the good number
Shall
of
we consider this as the final? What is the question, ma'am?
um, I'm
Okay,
okay, sir. I have another
fine,
10
fine,
minutes
fine, fine,
left, so
fine.
I'm available
If
until
some, if
3:30.
you have some genuine questions, then we can go for that, ma'am. Fine.
Okay, so
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
if you see the biscuits, you
Yes, ma'am.
can make out the which biscuit is this from, which applicant is this from. We can easily make out. In the same manner, you can easily search based on the article you are looking for. If you look for vehicle, you'll get vehicle, scooter, car, whichever you want.
Bharatini ఉంటుంది sir.
I just wanted to
ಎಲ್ಲ
show
ಹೋಟೆಲ್
you
ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
even a single biscuit or a
You
simple
ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
eatable is patent design protected.
Yeah.
I hope that meets the clears the search. This just a simple search, not the exact exotic search, because the design protection only claims of
ಕಾಟ್ ಹೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸುಡುತ್ತಾರೆ.
design protected has the objection, not the general one. So I saw so took me a question is of mm, so sorry, I just forgot the question. It was copyright. How to apply for copyright for
For
publication of
publication of
article.
articles.
Huh. So we don't usually look into publication of article. Article publication is entirely different concept. Here the patent get published when you apply it. The moment you apply and pay 1,600 rupees, it will publish. When it comes to copyright, to go to a publication stage, you have to go through which is the copyrightable material that you have applied for, and that should be artistic work. So you have to justify that your in work copyrightable work is the artistic work, then it after getting approved, then it gets protected.
That's it.
That's it from my
Any
end.
other questions? Participants, any other questions? Thank you, ma'am. May I now call upon Mr. Sunil Tontakur, sir, for the vote of thanks.
Madam, good afternoon, madam. On behalf of Government First Grade College, Vijayapur, I extend heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest and speaker Priyanka Ma'am for gracing her valuable insights on industrial design and registration, whose insightful presentation helped us understand the importance of industrial design, the opportunities which creates for innovations. For example, you have given very best examples and clear explanations have broadened our knowledge, ma'am. We are sincerely thankful for your time, effort, and inspiring presence, ma'am. We look forward to more opportunities to learn from you in the future. Once again, thank you all for making this session meaningful and memorable. Have a wonderful day ahead. Over to Mamta ma'am. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. Once again.
Thank you so Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Tontapur sir. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. It's getting muted. Sorry, there is some technical glitch. Yes. Am I audible? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. So we have come to the last session by Mr. Tanmay Patil, who will be speaking on copyrights in academics. May I call upon Dr. Chidanand Anor, Head of Department of Political Science, to give a brief introduction and welcome Mr. Tanmay Patil. Over to you, sir.
Good evening to all ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last session, that is the fourth session, and the fourth session topic is copyrights in academics, and we have the resource person Mr. Tanmay J. Patil introduce the honorable resource person for this fourth session, that is copyrights in academics. So brief introduction about the honorable resource person, Mr. Tanmay J. Patil. He is working as assistant professor of law at KLE Law College, Bengaluru. He has over 7 years of teaching experience. He is presently pursuing his PhD at the School of Legal Studies, KLE Technological University, Hubballi, on the topic Legal Regulations of Artificial Intelligence Assisted Robotic Surgery is a Critical Study. Alongside his teaching, Mr. Patil has delivered many special lectures as a resource person at multiple institutions on topics like intellectual property law, technological law, artificial intelligence, etc. He has also served as a judge for moot court and negotiation competitions, contributing to the development of legal advocacy, research skills, and dispute resolution training among law students. He has presented research papers in many international and national seminars, conferences, and workshops. He has also published many research articles in national and international journals of repute, focusing on artificial intelligence and emerging technology governance. In addition to his academic role, Mr. Patil is also serving as the IT head, School of Legal Studies at KLE Technological University, where he is actively involved in implementing and administering the technology system. Mr. Patil has also played a significant administrative and organization role by contributing major academic and policy driven events, including the International Conference on Advanced Technologies, the Indian Data Protection Summit, and the Model United Nations among others. He has a strong commitment to research, pedagogy, and legal technology innovation. With this brief introduction, I, on behalf of our college principal, teaching and non-teaching staff, and all the participants, I wholeheartedly welcome Mr. Tanmay J. Patil and our esteemed and honorable resource person for this fourth session. And I request Mr. Tanmay J. Patil sir to deliver his lecture on the topic copyrights in academics. Thank you.
Dear participants, our resource person will be joining soon. He has some technical problem again. So within next 2 or 3 minutes, he will be with us online. Thank you for the patience.
There is some technical issue. Please be patient.
Sir, shall I start? Dear participants, due to some unavoidable reasons, Tanmay Patil sir couldn't join the webinar. However, Nagarjuna sir is going to continue the session. I call upon Nagarjuna sir to continue the session. Sir, please.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Just I'm placing my PPT. Just give me 1 minute. Yes.
Start now.
Okay. Sir, I think my audio is audible, right? Kelsa idiyalva?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me
Clear.
continue. Like there is some technical glitch with Tanmay. He's unable to join the call. But however, if he joins, then he will continue. Otherwise, I'll take the lead and I'll just go through this concept. So morning, I told like we are also discussed multiple patents, and Priyanka would have briefed you regarding designs. Okay, probably you have understood different concepts like patents, designs, and now the copyrights. Okay, and copyrights is most of them the audience. What I see, there are from different economics and some other a non-technical background. So this will definitely help to them. Okay. So just one very famous quote in Kannada, for example, if you look at this, Kalabeda kolabeda, Huselu nudiyelu beda, Munia beda, Anyariga Asaya padabeda, Tanya Bannisabeda, Ide Antaranga Shuddhi, Ide Bahiranga Shuddhi. Yaru ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದು ಇದನ್ನ? So who wrote this? We tell that Kudala Sangamadeva, that is Basavanna. Okay. So have you seen this scripture written by Basavanna originally? In general, no, because we are not there during that time. Okay. So how this a story or a quote which has been transferring from generations to generation, we are referring to only those authors. Okay. Yes, this is created by Basavanna and this was mentioned by Basavanna. Okay. How it happens? Okay. And what makes that recognition, and how a kind of right, like can I write my name on behalf of this sentence? Like, can I write Kalabeda Kolabeda written by Nagarjun? Will you accept? No, because it's ethically, legally this is wrong. How legally wrong? Because this has a copyright over it. Okay, for Basavanna, but unfortunately Basavanna is not there. Okay. So now the point is, like I told in the morning, okay. Oh, I have also discussed this case, okay, where how the copyright violation for a single song has been, taken by suit infringement proceedings. Okay. So in that context, like copyright in the morning, I said you the definition. Copyright is expression of an idea. Okay. So how you express an idea, okay, in a different forms, in a different expression mode, and that's where the rights for that particular thing provided by to you for the copyright. Okay. So now how to protect and what was this? For example, if you look at these questions, what is your observation on this? Can you give some rough answers, maybe within just 40 seconds? Some if you look at this picture, what is your answer? What you will guess, or what sparks your mind immediately? Make it fast, make it fast. Some rough answers, please. ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು? Just at the ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ತಲೆ ಹೊಳೆಯುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, question mark. First one is question mark, right? Next. Many question marks. Okay, a doubt. If you look at this doubt, something nadita ide anta. Okay, when you look at this further slides, okay, since want of time, time agiradrinda, I'll just take it little faster. Okay, so if you look at this particular slide also, like basically if I say what is your observation, you generally express that this is fishes, this is color fishes, this is some kind of fishes from China because there is some China symbol there. Okay, and then any other alternate observation among the audience? Can you give me some rough answers in this slide also? By looking at this, what is your expectation or what your feeling is about? Any answers?
So,
Yes,
hello,
madam.
sir.
Hi, madam. Yeah.
It's looking like a symbol of infinity.
Symbol of infinity. Very good, madam. Okay. Other bit, right? Like apart from that, any other alternate observation you can think of?
Something
Anti-clockwise.
colorful fishes, sir.
Colorful fishes. Okay. Agreed. Next.
Yeah, yeah.
Get together, sir.
Get together. Very
Attractive
good, sir. Get together.
something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, get
Beautiful.
together, for example, if you look at husband and wife, for example, okay, they always get together, but in a different mode all the time, right? Yes, get together. See, now the picture is giving you, like, for example, if you consider the audience response, one seen this picture as an infinity, second fellow seen this picture as color fishes, third fellow seen this as a relationship development among the slides. Okay, some kind of emotional attachment with respect to the picture. Okay, now the expressions expressed by each one of you is different with respect to this picture. Okay, and now the copyright is given for each one of you for your way of expressing the picture. Okay, so in the similar context, like if you look at this, what is this? Any observation? Lovebirds, love symbol, right? Kuch kuch hota hai movie. Yes, and this also the same, it indicates the same thing, right? Okay, and if you kindly look at this bottom side, there is some hand painted art painting. They have written 8,390 rupees as a cost. Okay, so the simple painting cost 8,000 rupees. Will you buy that? No, in general context we won't. Okay, but however, the painting value is more. For example, if you look at very big museums and all, what they have a simple, a white blackboard there, some kind of, artistic view of paintings. It's cost about more than 1 lakh, 2 lakh and all. Okay, so in the similar context, like I have just shown you the different pictures. Okay, some of the pictures, like this is Michelangelo painting, it's cost more than million, maybe, I'm not sure, right? Okay, so this is how the observation. Okay, so now, for example, in all the above pictures what you have seen, right, the kind of expression is what protected under copyright. Okay, the kind of expression in the form of literature or the writing, okay, poem, story, whatever it is, that protects under copyright. So I have shown you the morning, like different categories of copyright protection, where how it works for you. Okay, now in general context, like if you look at this particular slide, okay, so this is one of the practical case that I thought of bringing you in front of you. Okay, so what is your observation on this? I need some rough answers on this particular thing. Sir, in the half an hour. Yeah.
Societal subjugation on women.
Yeah. Yes. Fetal. Yes, madam. Next. Next. Any alternate observation? Anything. Just when you look at this, what sparks your mind, you can just immediately tell us. Yes.
Happiness and sadness of women.
The birds symbolizes the freedom of a woman,
Yes.
and
Okay.
that butterfly shows that she is capable of flying, and
Very good.
we can also compare women to a nature.
Very good.
Thank you.
Wonderful explanation, madam. Okay, and somebody told happiness and sad. Some professor told happiness and sad. Very good, sir. Okay, now the point is this one particular picture. Yes, madam. Tell me, madam.
Yes, so when woman is happy, everything is wonderful.
Okay.
When woman is happy, everything goes well and it's wonderful. When she is
Okay.
unhappy, then there are a few problems will be arise. So such
Okay.
kind we can see. So
Very good, madam. Good observation. So happiness and sadness of a woman, where one picture will completely explain the complete life cycle of a woman. Okay, so in general, I say this is a two faces of women where nobody can understand in general. Okay, so and in other aspect, the picture is wonderfully drawn, where they have expressed like from the childbirth to the kind of deadline, okay, whatever it is, the life complete life cycle, how they are being in a different mood, like a rainbow, like a butterfly, like a freedom. Okay, everything was expressing in this particular picture, right? Okay, so now, and some of in some programs, yeah, in some of the programs, okay, so some of audience have given me the context that, okay, yeah, sorry. So this they have given me like girl with makeup, without makeup. Okay, one answer. Okay, the second answer what they had given me is some of the faculties in the same audience. Okay, they told with marriage, without marriage. Okay, see how in a such a a simple way it's explaining the kind of situations, right? Okay, so now the point is, if if I assume that, suppose if I apply this painting to any photograph competition, can I get an award for this particular painting or not? Yes or no, in general? Yes,
Definitely.
definitely we will get, because this one picture completely give the complete life cycle of a woman. Okay, so now are you in the copyright matters where it comes fall under literary, dramatic, artistic, and cinematographic films, right? So this is a drawing. So basically, this is a copyright subject matter, and this can be file a copyright, and like this painting can be sold for X rupees. I don't know. Okay, but the issue is, who written this? Who is the famous painter who drawn this particular drawing? Can you just name them? Can you able to? Yeah, who is the famous painter that has
MF
drawn this
Hussain,
particular
sir.
picture?
I
Yes,
wild guess that, sir.
MF Hussain. Okay, very good. Next,
Don't know.
next, madam.
Don't know, sir.
Don't know. Okay, then. Okay, so now, like the moment I say who is the best paint copywriter or the pay, I mean writer of this particular drawing, we are always imagine the good famous writers who are very good in doing artistic. Okay, so I like purposely I wanted to bring you this particular example. See, in among our audience also there are n number of creative people are there where they are very good in writing. Okay, like this kind of articles. So like this is one of the picture I have been taken from a college where the students have written this for a competition. Okay, so unfortunately I suggested them to file for a copyright, but I am not sure whether they have filed or not. And like the point is, see, all intellectual property rights what you create doesn't give you an economic significance. Okay, they will give you an accreditation definitely, because once you have a copyright or patent, that is a kind of proud for you that you have invented or created something. Okay, it is definitely yes, but in terms of economic benefits or economic returns, this there are only few IPs or few intellectual property rights where through them you can get money. So this is one such brilliant painting, okay, where it could have been got an accreditation or award for a photo, or it has to be in some kind of album. Okay, I'm not sure, but unfortunately this has been not nowhere recognized, and it's been into waste now. Okay, because there is no significance, no copyright, nothing. See, if you look at this painting, okay, this is a complete brochure of that particular. See how the quote was. She makes the word bright but still struggles to see the light. This is one of the best quote I can say, where this for this particular copyright people have given, and this was done by students, not any famous writers. Some of the students in an engineering college written this particular art. Okay, but unfortunately there is no recognition in this art, so it has been gone waste. So the point is, see, all of us are very good in creating something else. Okay, so now what my suggestion is, try to just look out whether can you create any IP out of it or not, like maybe a patent, copyright, design, trademark, whatever it is. Okay, is it possible? Just think of and just do a simple prior art. Okay, simple prior art search. Okay, then maybe you can take some consultation, especially with the government already has been setting up of IP cells. You can put your idea into DCTE, where you can just ask them whether it can be eligible for any patent filing. They will give you no need of paying any money for that. Okay, so for taking some suggestions. Okay, yeah, so this is how copyright is very much important. It is a form of expression where it is prevented others to copy, and this is also one of the intellectual strong asset where you can also create money. So in the term of copyright, I say this is the longest term, like 60 years plus lifetime of author. We can get 60 years plus lifetime of author. Okay, and this is the longest right in intellectual property rights. And recently, one example I can give you now, the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi, like My Experiment with Truth. Okay, so that has been into public domain now, because 60 years of lifetime of author is done, plus 6 days is also done. Now the book is in public domain. Anybody can use the book and publish, and they can sell particular that book. Okay, so this is how it happens. Okay, and now like if you look at the other parameters, like I was mentioning the same thing, like we have My Experiment with Truth. Now it is being in the public domain, you can utilize this. Okay, so now I told in the beginning, expression originality should be there. What is original in the copyright means? Originally expression of thought required, and it must be originated from the author. Okay, there is no copy in terms of originality always in the copyright. Okay, so the product of the labor, skill, capital one man must be appreciated by another. So in terms of economic, and work may be original even if it's derived from previous material, provided further independent skill, useful labor, capital, and judgment have been bestowed on its own creation. So some of the audience in the morning, they have asked what kind of percentage I can copy, what kind of publications or whatever it is I can copy to my thesis and I can republish it. Okay, yes, you can do that, but if you observe the carefully, what is work should be original. So original in the sense, even if you derived from the previous material, provided further independent skill, there must be some independent skill, independent thought you need to put into the copyright. I mean, you need to put into the concept, and that particular concept is your copyright protection. Okay, so this is one of the famous case, okay, where you can differentiate how the copyright is examined in the courts and other parameters. Okay, I'll give you the context, a simple context of this case. Okay, maybe you can relate all other copyright doubts, whatever you have with respect to this. Right now, so this is R.J. Anand versus Deluxe Films. Okay, so in 1960, 1978 somewhere, okay, there was a movie writer called R.J. Anand. Like, he's a playwright basically. Okay, R.J. Anand and R.J. Anand and his friend. Okay, both were Deluxe Films. One of the representative, he was his friend. So the play was is this. See, a girl from Delhi and a boy from Gujarat meet at Delhi. I'm just giving an example. Okay, so meet at Delhi, they fall in love, and after that, like they marriage happens, parents disagree happens, so finally they have a child, and it's a happy ending. Okay, so this is the concept of the play. Okay, so now after giving this drama to like this complete drama to his friend in Deluxe Films, so they thought of making this as a movie, but unfortunately, R.J. Anand couldn't make a movie because of some internal issues. So later on, 6 months maybe after that, like 1 year after that, he saw a movie name called New Delhi. Under this, a boy from Delhi, a girl from South or Gujarat or whatever it is, meet at Delhi. They fall in love. Parents disagree. Okay, and then child born, and then happy ending. So this is the concept. Now, whatever the drama, I know ನಾಟಕ ಇತ್ತು, ಆ ನಾಟಕನ ಕಾಪಿರೈಟ್ ಫಿಲಂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ರು R.J. Anand, ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅಪ್, ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಡಿಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಿಲಂ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೂವಿ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ R.J. Anand. Okay, so after New Delhi anta ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, because they made at New Delhi and New Delhi anta ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ರು. So once this movie came, this is one of the landmark case in the copyright. So once this movie came out, then R.J. Anand filed a case against Deluxe Films saying that it is his story that the Deluxe Films have copied and they made a movie out of it. Hence, infringement anna consider ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ compensation ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ he filed a case, R.J. Anand. Okay, now if you look at this, exactly the story was copied. Okay, ಇಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, like they meet at Delhi. Okay, now for example, now whether this is copyright infringement or not, maybe somebody can unmute and just you can express your views whether this is copyright infringement or not. Yeah, please. Yes sir, ಹೇಳಿ. Copyright infringement ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು.
No, sir.
How madam, how you tell madam that is copyright infringement ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ?
Sir, nobody has filed before that it is their work. It is nowhere it is published or nowhere it is mentioned that it is the work of R.J. Anand, and he has given it to Deluxe Films.
Very
if
good,
he
madam.
had Yes. Thank you.
Very good observation. But in the general context, ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಬಸವಣ್ಣನ ಪದ್ಯ, ಕಲಬೇಡ ಕೊಲಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಬಸವಣ್ಣಂದೇ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Do you have a copyright for that? No, not. So the second point, very good, you brought out very good point, madam. Okay, the second point is copyright need not to be registered. Okay, copyright registration mandatory ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. If it is your original work, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಪಿರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಬಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಓಕೆ, ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಆರ್ ಜೆ ಆನಂದ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕಾಪಿರೈಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅವನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ಟು. Okay, so he is not filed a copyright, exactly ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ. Then how this has been evidences ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ನಾವು? How to give the evidences? That's why we recommend always file a copyright for your works. Okay, very good point you brought out. Any alternate observations, like ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ, can you give some suggestions on this, whether this is infringement or not? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೂವಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಇತ್ತು, now here they have made it as a movie. So whether this is infringement or not? Yeah, some other professors can just comment.
Yes, sir, it is because the storyline is same, no? So they come, they meet in Delhi, and this is what happens and happened, and so this is, I think.
Yes, according to you, it is a copyright infringement, madam, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, anybody can say this is not a copyright infringement? Can somebody? Anybody? ಇದು ಕಾಪಿರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Okay, so when you consider my definition of copyright, what is copyright? Okay, now assume that, suppose ಈಗ ಲವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, like assume that we are fell in love. What are the bound to situation occurs when you fall in love? Can you give some rough answers? Like love ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, or when you have experience, not experience, like when you look at that particular situations, what are the common things or basic things that might happen ಆಗತ್ತೆ generally?
They changes according to two souls, sir.
Yes, very good. Next, similar answer ಅಲ್ಲಿ, like ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ possibilities that love ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್, there will be a two person, one with different category, ಒಂದು rich poor something, ಈ ತರ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, this is very common. Next, other common subjects.
Urban, rural.
Very good, that is also considered. And caste also comes into picture, where he is
Caste
upper
will
caste.
come.
Yeah,
Educated, uneducated, educated,
yes. Very good. When most of films ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗಿರೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಾರ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್, ಆಟೋಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಇವ್ರ ಕಡೆನೇ ಇದ್ದೊಳಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. If you look at this, right? They're very well educated. Yeah. Okay. Next, any alternate bound to situation, like common things, for example.
When it comes to love, there is physical and spiritual also. There are two kinds of things.
Agreed. That is also agreed, madam. ಹೌದು. Next ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರು?
Sir, love is unchanging irrespective of time and any kinds of boundings.
Okay, so it is unchangeable. Okay, love is unchangeable. Only it changes after marriage.
If it changes, it is not a true love according to Shakespeare.
Okay, according to Shakespeare. Okay, sir. So, but in general context, if you consider, once you got married, the complete love concept itself changes, right? Yeah, exactly. Now, in general context, like whatever the answers you said, it is correct. Okay, when you have this kind of situation, these are the bound to situation occurs, and especially ಈ love systems ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, because they are the one who fellows who come and ಹುಡುಗಿನ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒದೆ ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇನೆ, right? Yeah. So now the point is, see, all these are the common situations where this is very common in any kind of scenario. So now for this, there is no copyright. Okay, copyright kodak barodilla, because these are the basic things that generally happen to anything. Okay, now what is copyright here? I told in the beginning, copyright is expression of idea. Okay, so here what is the way of expression? For example, if you look at, have you seen Malleshwari movie? Malleshwari anta ಒಂದು ತೆಲುಗು ಮೂವಿ ಇದೆ. Okay, and Sitaram anta ಒಂದು ಮೂವಿ ಬಂತು recently. Sitaram anta ಯಾರ್ದು, I forgot, Dulquer Salman and yes madam. So if you compare both movies, okay, in Malleshwari also there is a lady who is a queen of a company, I mean who is a very queen, and he adopted a common man and he married. Okay, there is a love. In Sitaram also, the same concept where she is a queen, but she married to a soldier. Okay, but if you compare both films, but the kind of choreograph, okay, the kind of dialogues, the kind of choreography, where it is in a New Delhi itself, but this maybe happen in some other place, that might have taken in other place. Okay, so the choreography differences, the dialogues differences. Okay, when you look at that, you should not feel that this is copy of the original one. It should not be there. If that is the case, then there is no copyright infringement. Okay, suppose if you feel that this is the exact copy of the whatever the story, exact same dialogues, same choreography, same playback, same songs, okay, then it is considered as copyright infringement. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, there can be no copyright in an idea subjected to themes, plots, historical legendary facts, and violation of copyright in such cases is confined to a form, manner, and arrangement and expression of idea by the author of the copyright work. Okay, I told no, like themes, plots, historical legendary facts, violation, this generally doesn't comes under copyright. What is the same? The idea is being developed in a different manner. It is manifest that the source being common, similarities are bound to occur, then the court should determine whether or not the similarities are no fundamental or substantial aspect of the mode of expression adopted in the copyright work. Okay, so basically I'm just conveying you in a simple context. Okay, see, even though you copy the same concept, okay, but the making should be different. Okay, the title is okay, New Delhi, okay, fine, title hage irbodu, but the content in that particular thing, it should be different. Okay, and simple example, if you consider Bala Ramayana and other Skanda Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, there might be some different kind of expressions each one of them have been put. Okay, and this is how the copyright is different, and this is one of the landmark case considered. Illen madadu, there is no copyright infringement in the helidru, but however they had given some restrictions on the subject matter hege anta. Okay, and another example here, Harry Potter versus Harry Potter. The name Harry Potter versus Harry Potter, whether any infringement ansata nimige? Harry Potter na ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಹರಿ ಪುತ್ತರ್ ಅಂತ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. Do you feel that this is copyright infringement? Yes or no answer? Simple.
Yes, sir. The name is influenced by Harry Potter, I think.
Exactly, madam. So according to you, this is a copyright infringement, right? Yes, agreed. Okay. Can someone say this is not a copyright infringement? So this is
But
also happened
when
like
we,
this.
excuse me, when we see the movie, there are different two contexts. It comes to Indian context when the movie we are talking about Harry Potter, and Harry Potter relates to the foreign country and the situations. So this is how it differs.
Yes, very good, madam. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. So now the point is, see, nammallene, the audience have different views about this context, because one body is saying that this is copyright infringement, another is saying that this is not a copyright infringement. Okay. Now I'll take both views. Okay. Now if you look at Harry Potter in Madadru, once this Harry Potter anta series bandmele India dalli, they started filing violation case. Then copyright violation case haktare Harry Potter mele, producing company mele. Enanta, they have copied the name of Harry Potter and the context ivellanuve, and hence infringement has to be initiated against them, and like compensation ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು? ಹ್ಯಾರಿ ಪಾಟರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷಿಂಗ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅವರು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವ, ಐ ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಮೇಡಮ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಮ್. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಏನು ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ, ಲೈಕ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹರಿ Putter is very common in Indian, like Devra Maga anta, or Hari means Devru. Okay, and even the ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ Hari Putter ಅಲ್ಲಿ, and if you look at both movies, Harry Potter and Harry Potter, there might be a lot of differences. Okay, and Harry Potter ಓದವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿ? Even I did not understand what is Harry Potter story through books. ಆ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ನಾವಲ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾರಿ ಪಾಟರ್, JK ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, when JK Rowling's was writing this story, when she came out with the concept, during that particular time, a meal was very difficult for us to get. Okay, but after that she has gone through a lot of publicans, but they have refused it, and finally the movie came out, and that's where the book became famous, and now JK Rowling's have the authorship for this movie, and she's one of the lead authors in getting money out of this particular story. Okay, she had millions now. One day on the book, it has been published into multiple languages. One story, one story. Okay, published to multiple languages, and now she made enough money. Like the publications, made them a good money out of it. Okay, see, one book also have a capable to change life. Okay, so we have many such books, and now the quote observed here is that the content or the story, whatever it is, different. The second is the audience for Harry Potter is different. The Harry Potter's audience is different. Okay, and people can easily judge out what is Harry Potter and what is Harry Potter is, right? Okay, but even now, even in our scenario also, until KGF movie and other some Kalki and some other Bahubali movie ಬರೋವರೆಗೂ we never thought of ನಮ್ಮ cinemas Hollywood range ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ we never thought of, right? So ಈಗ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Yes, Indian directors also have possibility to make movies with respect to their standards, right? So this is how like in this context this is no copyright violation because the audience is different, the content is different. Of course Harry Potter name matra ide, but however people can easily identify the Harry Potter and Harry Potter stories. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. Okay, so to make ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. You know the title? Okay, I'll just give the title, ಬದುಕು ಬಾಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಳು ಬೀದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. Okay, yes, ನೋಡೋಣ. So ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ನೋಡೋಣ, right? Yes, now when come to the infringement, ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. Okay, so we will come to infringement part now. So now infringement, if you consider like anything, if you copy originally, like the results for example, and the complete story, complete dialogue, same to same, then it amounts to an infringement. And in the morning I also told you copyright is two rights, like economic rights and moral rights. So economic rights where you exploit copyright in terms of finance, and moral right exploit in terms of integrity of the copyright. Okay, that's what I told, like moral rights has to be followed, and moral rights always remains with the inventor. Economic rights can be transferred, but moral rights cannot be transferred. Like ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಮಾನ ಮಾಡುವಂತ even though ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಮಾನ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಅವಮಾನ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ then you can file, even though if you have given rights to them, you can file suit against them. Okay, so this is, so right of paternity and right of integrity both comes under moral rights, where if somebody makes a lot of fun out of your copyrighted work, you can make some decisions about that. Okay, even though if you are given that. So author and owner, this is one of the major concept that you need to understand in copyright. Okay, so author, basically the person who creates the work is called author. Composer, the person who create music is called composer. Artist, like artistic work anybody perform. Photographer, like once who clicks the photo is a photographer. Producer, the person who do films, recordings, etc. is a producer. Okay, and there is a difference between author and owner. Author is the person who created the work, but owner is the one who owns the work. Okay, according to a lot of faculty professors are in the program. Okay, now if you come out with any copyright work, maybe a story, a research paper or whatever it is, now college will become owner because you are under their guidance. Okay, and you are authors, but college become owner. And if you want that connection, you can make an agreement between your college, and you can manage the intellectual property, like how you can explore the commercial benefit out of it. Okay, so this is out. Now, so another, like fair dealing, fair use, I told in the morning, like somebody has asked me the question, ಎಷ್ಟು percentage copy ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. Okay, so this is how you can take out concept out of copyright work, like in terms of what purpose, what is the purpose of that, whether you're using for economic purpose or research purpose, that is one thing. The nature of the work, what kind of nature it is, whether it is like integrity of the copyright work, paternity, maternity, not maternity, integrated work, and then the moral rights associated with the nature. Okay, amount of infringement or the kind of economic benefits, effect, what it is. See, all this comes under basically section 52 of copyright deals with. Okay, and research and private study, criticism and review, there is no copyright infringement. Reporting of current events, it is not a copyright infringement. Okay, and performance of any work in the society, reproduction of work for library purpose, it's not copyright infringement. But if you sell that particular printing materials, then it is amounts to copyright infringement. Okay, so these are some of the fair expenses where you get copyright exemptions, where under fair dealing act you are exempted from the copyright infringement, especially in this area, like research purpose, criticism and review, reporting current events, etc. Lectures, delivering lectures, like maybe if I'm speaking with you, okay, this is also not a copyright infringement. But if you make fun out of me, for example, lot of videos you can see, like nama a lot of politicians or whoever it is, story helirtare, like some speech they have made. But if you look at this, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you can found out some other a different way of expression in a different funny moods ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, that where it becomes very viral, and that is copyright infringement ಆಗೋ chances ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so make very careful while copying any content material like that. And the reproduction by teacher, okay, even the copyright, like the student answer script have copyright. Okay, you cannot use as it is, because students irtare anta use ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, because the kind of expression is by the students. Of course the questions are same, but each one of your answers of your students will be different for the same question. Okay, so that's where the copyrights, like the students also have copyright over their answer scripts. Okay. Yeah. Now in the similar context, like how films are exploiting the intellectual property rights with respect to movies, there are many movies infringement of copyrights has been there. I told you in the morning. Okay, so these are some of the sections where it provides the definitions of what copyrights in terms, like for example, like dramatic work andre enu, like it includes piece of recreation cinematographic work, like section 20 says about not computer program, literary work. What is literary works? It includes computer programs, tables, compilations, including computer database and computer program, for example. So if any definition falls under this category, we will consider accordingly that. Okay, so this is basically to understand a little more deeper sense of. So registration, I'll just tell you the registration, how the copyright registration will happen. See, once you have a copyright work, any in the form of literary, dramatic, artistic, so you need to submit form in Indian Copyright Office. It is located at Delhi. You can file online. This is very simple. Henge ನೀವು Gmail create ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, how you create a Gmail account, like that you can create a Gmail account in the copyright registry and just fill the details. Like form 14 has to be filed. That is a standard template. Like give the name of bibliographic details, like who is the author, who is the owner, person, what is the title of the work, etc., etc., etc. And then you can submit the application. It will go according to the scrutiny, okay, with the laws, like whether this is literary, dramatic, and there are some sections where no, it should not hurt any sentiments, or there are some rules are there with respect to that. They will examine and they will check out whether this is original or not, you have copied anywhere or not. Okay, so they also do a simple prior art, chances are there. So then if satisfies all the conditions, then you will get the copyright. Okay, so this is how the simple context of copyright work. Okay, so with this I'll stop, and if at all if you have any questions, it's open to questions now. Yes, thank you. Yes,
Hello?
sir, any questions, sir? Yes, madam.
Sir, I've got a question, sir. Sir, you said the copyright, any material should not be reproduced, can be used for research purpose and in the course of teaching and learning process, but however, it should not be reproduced. Now, if
Yes.
there is a situation where I take some material from a book and without mentioning the name of the author, I reproduce in the sense I just photocopy it or whatever, I just make a copies of it and circulate it, commercialize it. I mean, I take money and circulate it. Is it a infringement?
Yes, definitely, madam. This is an infringement. Okay, because you are making money out of his work. So by default, whenever commercialization point comes, definitely it is an infringement. And like suppose if the author initiates, if he finds that you are supplying this, free copies for money, and he can file a suit. If that proves, definitely you will be caught. Like that is infringement. Yeah.
Any other queries? Participants, if you have any queries.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I call upon Meghraj Nayak, sir, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So it is usually after lunch, keeping the audience active is very difficult job for any resource person. But here today, Mr. Nagarjun sir has done a great job by keeping his talk interactive and lively, by quoting day-to-day examples and interacting with the participants. Sir, overall, the talk was very subjective, informative, and intellectual. So, on behalf of our college principal and organizing team, staff of GFGC Vijayapura, I would like to extend a warm gratitude and thanks to Mr. Nagaraj sir for a very excellent and informative talk on copyrights in academics. So, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. To conclude, I'd like to call upon Mr. Ramappa Kuri, sir, the organizing secretary of this webinar, for the closing remarks. Sir, please.
A very warm and pleasant afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee and our college, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for today's enlightening sessions on IPR and innovations. First and foremost, I would like to express my profound gratitude to our distinguished resource persons, Mr. Ragajan sir, Ms. Sana madam, Ms. Priyanka, and Tanmay J. Patil sir, for their acceptance and insightful deliberations. Their valuable inputs have greatly enriched our understanding of IPR, the importance of protecting creative ideas, fostering innovations, and recognizing the various forms of intellectual property. A special note of thanks to Sri Nagarjun sir, whose guidance and support have been the backbone of organizing this event. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our DCT IPR cell coordinator, Sri A.V. Neethan sir, and to our principal for their constant encouragement and unwavering support to enabling us to organize this webinar, which contributes immensely to our academic and professional growth. I also express my sincere appreciations to all the participants whose presence and active involvement have made this event truly successful and meaningful. I hope the knowledge you have gained today in the field of IPR will benefit you in your future endeavors. My sincere thanks to the organizing committee and dedicated colleagues of our college for their efforts in planning, coordinating, and ensuring the smooth conduct of today's sessions. Last but not least, a big thanks to Ms. Jyoti Madam, Dr. Lakshmi Madam, Mr. Keshavamurthy sir, Naik sir, so who are the instrumental behind this event and worked tirelessly behind the scene to make this event possible. Similarly, I would like to express my deep gratitude to our program anchor, Dr. Mamta Bennur Madam, who steered the entire event with confidence, discipline, and professionalism. So your smooth anchoring added elegance and structure to today's program. So finally, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who are directly or indirectly contributed your valuable time to the success of this webinar. Once again, thanks to everyone. And one small instruction to the participants. Each day it generates only 100 certificates. Okay. So after today we are sharing that feedback form. So only after submitting your feedback, it will generate the certificates. So please wait for another 3-4 days. So if you have any problems in generating certificates, you please contact me. So I will arrange for that. So thank you, Manela.
Successfully. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಗೈತಲ್ಲ.
Thank you, sir.
ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದು ಹೊರತು ಮೇನ್.
So we come to the close of the webinar. As sir has already instructed, we'll post the feedback form in the group. kindly fill the feedback form and we'll generate the certificates as and when received. The team will scrutinize it and send you the certificates. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. You may leave the meeting. Thank you.
ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಎರಡು ಫೇಸಿ ಮುಡ್ಕೊಂಡ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ
ಸರಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ
ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡತೀನಿ.
ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬೇಕು
ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಲಿಂಕ್.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಹಾ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಫಾಲೋ
ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರೆ
ಸರ್ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದದ.
ಅದು ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ತೆಗೆದ್ರಿ?
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಲರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅದು.
ನಾನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ.
ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅದು.
ಸರ್
ಹ್ಮ್